Prince William finally admits what Kate Middleton truly means to Jim. The world expects composure. The palace expects silence. Prince William was never expected to say this out loud. But when he finally did, it changed how everything before it makes sense. Because when Prince William admits what Kate Middleton truly means to him, it isn't a polished royal statement. It's not tradition speaking. It's a man, shaped by loss and duty, quietly revealing the one constant that carried him through it all. For years, the public has watched William and Kate as symbols. Future king, perfect princess, calm smiles on balconies, carefully chosen words. But beneath that surface has always been a deeper story, one that rarely breaks through the formality. And this time, it did. William did not grow up with emotional safety. His childhood was lived in full view of the world, marked by pressure, expectation, and the most public loss imaginable. From a young age, he learned to compartmentalize, to endure quietly, to carry responsibility without complaint. Vulnerability was never encouraged. It was something to manage, not express. So when William finally allows himself to articulate what Kate truly means to him, it signals something profound. It means the walls he built to survive have, at least in part, come down. To understand the weight of that admission, you have to understand the role Kate has played long before titles, gowns, or crowns. At St. Andrews, she wasn't a royal figure. She was simply someone who noticed when William withdrew. Someone who didn't treat his future as an identity, but as a burden. Someone who offered normalcy without demanding explanation. Their connection was not immediate spectacle. It grew in ordinary ways. Shared routines, private jokes, comfortable silence. For William, that normalcy was rare. And slowly, without ceremony, Kate became the place where he could be himself without being Prince William. But as the relationship deepened, the cost became clearer. The press scrutiny intensified. Kate's privacy evaporated. Her family was pulled into the spotlight. And William faced a choice that terrified him more than public criticism ever could. Whether loving him meant asking someone else to accept a life of constant exposure and sacrifice. This internal conflict led to moments of hesitation, moments the public misread as uncertainty or emotional distance. But those close to William understood the truth. He wasn't unsure about Kate. He was afraid of what loving him would cost her. And Kate understood that too. Instead of demanding reassurance, she showed resilience. Instead of reacting publicly, she strengthened herself privately. She built independence. She learned patience. And in doing so, she proved something essential. That she wasn't clinging to a fairy tale. She was choosing a partnership. That choice became the foundation of everything that followed. When they reunited with clarity and commitment, the dynamic shifted. Kate was no longer simply the woman William loved. She became the person he trusted most in the world. The one who could challenge him without threatening him. Support him without diminishing him. Ground him without controlling him. Marriage did not simplify their lives. It intensified them. Parenthood arrived alongside increasing responsibility. The slow, inevitable movement toward the throne placed more weight on William's shoulders than ever before. And in those moments, Kate's role became even more central. She created stability where there was chaos. She preserved normal childhood moments for their children that William himself never experienced. She read his silences. She anticipated his stress before it became visible. She absorbed pressure quietly, without asking for recognition. Those are not romantic gestures meant for headlines. They are acts of emotional partnership. And William sees them. When he speaks about Kate now, there is a depth that wasn't always visible. He doesn't speak as someone performing affection. He speaks as someone acknowledging survival. As someone who understands that his emotional balance, his growth as a father, and even his ability to lead are deeply connected to the woman beside him. What makes his admission so powerful is not the words themselves, but the context behind them. This is a man who rarely verbalizes dependence. A man trained to project strength through restraint. And yet, here he is, acknowledging that Kate is not simply part of his life. She is central to it. That truth reframes their entire story. Kate is not just the future queen. She is the emotional constant in a life shaped by instability. The person who remained steady while the world shifted. The one who allowed William to evolve into a more open, emotionally present version of himself. You see it in how he parents. in how he speaks about mental health, in how he allows moments of genuine emotion to surface publicly. These changes did not happen in isolation. They happened within a relationship where vulnerability was safe. And this matters not just for their marriage, but for the monarchy itself. William and Kate represent a shift away from emotional distance and toward human connection. Their partnership models something different: mutual respect, shared decision-making, emotional presence. And William's admission is a quiet acknowledgement that this evolution would not have been possible without Kate. Family dynamics have not always been simple. The pressures of legacy, expectation, and public comparison have tested every royal relationship. Through those tensions, Kate has often been the mediator, the stabilizer, the one who prioritizes unity without erasing individuality. William knows this, and his words reflect gratitude as much as love. When he finally admits what Kate truly means to him, he is not making a grand declaration. He is offering something far more intimate: recognition. Recognition of her sacrifices, her strength, her unwavering presence through moments the public never saw. It is an admission rooted in lived experience, not performance. And that is why it resonates so deeply. Because it reminds us that even within the most rigid structures, the most powerful bonds are built quietly. Through patience, through loyalty, through choosing each other when it would be easier not to. Prince William's life is defined by duty, by inheritance, by an unchangeable future. But within that framework, Kate Middleton became the choice he made freely. Again and again. And when he finally admits what she truly means to him, he is telling the truth, not just about love, but about survival. About balance. About the one person who made the weight of the crown bearable long before it was ever worn. For all the titles that await him, for all the roles he will one day assume, this admission reveals something essential. Before the king, there is a man. And for that man, Kate Middleton is everything that keeps him whole.